All right. In fact, let's quickly tilt our focus to some breaking news coming in. The Indian stock markets have opened in red on the eve when US President Donald Trump's tariffs are about to kick in. Indian index Sensex opened at 81,008.39, dropping over 600 points from its previous close, which was 81,635.91 points. Meanwhile, Nifty 50 opened at 24,899, but quickly dropped to 24,762 points. Nifty 50 closed at 24,967. Let's take a look at how the markets are performing today. Let's start it with Nifty 50. Quickly take what I have over here on my screens. Opening, of course, the market opened at 24,899.50 points. The highest mark today was 24,919.65 points. Currently, of course, standing at 24,805.70. Looking, it's in, of course, red right now. As I said, there is a dip by 162.05 points, which is essentially 0.65%. That's Nifty 50 for you. And let's quickly take a look at Sensex and how it's been performing today. It opened at 81,377.39 points, highest today at 81,450.28. Like I said, this too is in the red today by 565.20 points, which is roughly a 0.70% dip in BSE Sensex. That's, of course, the latest development that we are tracking. And in fact, joining us at this point in time is Mr. Akash Jindal, economist. So thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX. What do you make of the current situation, sir? Like I said, the clock is ticking. The tariffs, the whopping 50% tariffs, are going to be imposed in less than 24 hours. And this is how the markets are, in fact, faring as we speak. What do you make of it?
See, markets always do take a toll as far as short term is concerned. Markets are quite sensitive. But as far as the tariffs are concerned, already India as a country is prepared. Asafi, we have already done tie-ups with many other countries. We had a tie-up with US, UK. We had a tie-up with 4 European countries. Plus, we are on lookout with tie-ups with different countries where we can export. Secondly, now many of the viewers would think that India has been the biggest trading partner for US prior to this tariff, which is not the case. China has been our biggest trading partner prior to the tariff story also, prior to Donald Trump joining in for many months. And with China, we have many things, many synergies. Look, there could be some border problems with China. Of course, that is known to every Indian. But the strength, the positivity is that we share a huge border with China. What it means, if we increase our business with China, logistics would be much more easier for us. Plus, we are going to have much more business with Russia. So a new business bloc formation, Russia, India, China, is definitely going to dominate the world. As far as US is concerned, US has already got 3 free gifts because of this tariff. Number 1, joblessness has increased in US. Number 2, inflation has increased in the US. Number 3, GDP growth has already been compromised. So US is already, within US there are protests, and US already knows that US is negatively impacted from the tariffs. If we actually understand the tariffs, what are these tariffs? These tariffs have been imposed by US on its own importers. So
right.
What's happening is things are becoming costly for US own citizens. Can they can they afford higher inflation? No. Because already we know after the onset of Russia-Ukraine war, inflation went to as high as 9.1% in US.
Okay.
And US has been fighting tooth and nail inflation for the past 3 years. Now they are themselves increasing their inflation. One is they are increasing cost of products for their own citizens. Number 2, some of the things which we are supplying were raw material for the industry. So industrial input, when it becomes costlier, industrial production declines. That means job losses for US. So US is itself being negatively impacted. De-dollarization is happening on a fast speed. Thirdly, in the US, we all know they have been trying to reduce the rates of interest, but seeing the current situation, seeing the tariff situation which US has itself landed himself in, itself in. Now they are not able to reduce the rates of interest, which is very, very important for their economy. So the point which I want to drive home is that these tariffs are not sustainable and maintainable as far as US's own economy is concerned.
Right.
Yes, they have imposed tariffs, but ultimately we know if you make a chart on how many tariffs they have announced and how many they have implemented, you'll realize that yes, US since Mr. Donald Trump has joined, they have been announcing a lot of tariffs, but imposition has been of too little because these tariffs, they do not suit the US economy. So I don't think these tariffs are maintainable.
Okay.
These tariffs are sustainable. Plus, anyway, we are in the process of reducing GST slabs, reducing them to 2. And our own domestic consumption is our big strength. See, after some days, we are going to have the huge Indian consumption story because we are going to have Navratras and Durga Puja and Deepavali, which increases our consumption up to a lot extent. So already our consumption theme is known to the world. See, I'll take you back, April 2025, when this all tariff story started. That month also, we had a GST collection, whopping record GST collection of 2.36 lakh crore. Our GDP growth, January to March 2025, 7.4%, which was highest amongst the bigger nations. If you compare us with any other nations like Germany, which is third biggest economy and Europe's biggest economy, 2023 and 2024, both these years they have been into negative GDP growth.
Right, absolutely. So I'm a little short on time, but I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing your perspective.